I see a lot of players wanting to go, in this offseason, a lot of players are going to want to go
Welcome
to the
back to the DX Hoop. The basketball world is buzzing as 10 of the top free agents share their thoughts on none other than Caitlin Clark. From her unmatched talent to her leadership on the court, these players have given us a glimpse into what makes Clark a generational player. Some call her a future legend, while others emphasize her work ethic and ability to perform under pressure. But what do these free agents really think about her game? Their responses are as diverse as they are revealing. Many admit Caitlin's skill set sets a high bar for women's basketball, and her leadership is proving to be magnetic. It's no surprise that top talents are openly expressing their desire to team up with her in the upcoming WNBA season. Caitlin Clark's growing influence. In a major twist, 10 top free agents have declared their interest in joining Caitlin Clark. This bold move underscores her influence as a leader and her ability to transform a team into a championship contender. From her court vision to her scoring prowess, Clark has shown she's a force to be reckoned with. But what does this mean for the Indiana Fever? The team has struggled to find its footing in recent seasons, but Clark's arrival already signals a turning point. With free agents eyeing Indiana, the Fever may be on the brink of becoming a WNBA powerhouse. Potential game-changing additions. Among the free agents linked to Clark and the Fever are Satou Sabally, the versatile forward who dominated in 2023 with 194 points, 84 rebounds, and 45 assists per game. Pairing her with Clark and rookie standout Aaliyah Boston could create a dynamic frontcourt that's hard to stop. Kelsey Plum, a sharpshooter with a career three-point percentage of 414%, whose playmaking could relieve pressure on Clark. Gabby Williams, a defensive dynamo with Olympic experience, who could anchor the Fever's defense while complementing Clark's offensive game. Odyssey Sims, a guard known for her scoring touch, who could add valuable experience and versatility to Indiana's backcourt. Kia Nurse, a proven leader and three-point specialist whose international experience makes her a clutch performer under pressure. The Fever's future. With Clark at the helm, the Fever's current roster has promise, with Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint and players like Lexi Hull stepping up in key moments. However, the potential addition of these free agents could elevate the team to championship contention. The Fever's emphasis on defense and versatility is already changing their identity, and adding seasoned talent could be the final step in their transformation. Will Clark lead the next dynasty? Caitlin Clark is more than a player. She's a movement. Her leadership, combined with the Fever's commitment to building around her, has the entire league watching. Caitlin Clark's growing influence visual, interviews with players praising Clark, combined with clips of her assists and clutch plays. Caitlin Clark is more than just a player, she's a phenomenon. Known for her deep shooting range, court vision, and ability to take over games, Clark's skill set has captured the respect of her peers. But it's not just her stats that stand out, it's her ability to elevate those around her. Players have described her as a generational talent and a leader who can take any team to the next level. Insert player soundbite. She's the kind of player you dream of teaming up with, one free agent said. She makes everyone on the floor better. The Indiana Fever's big moves visual. Highlight reel of Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint, Kelsey Mitchell hitting big shots, and Sabally's versatile play. The Fever are already on the rise, led by Rookie of the Year Aaliyah Boston and scoring machine Kelsey Mitchell. Add in the potential addition of Satou Sabally, a two-time All-Star who can stretch the floor and guard multiple positions, and the Fever could become one of the most versatile teams in the league. The free agent buzz visual, graphics showing potential rosters with the new additions. Imagine this. Kelsey Plum's sharpshooting paired with Clark's playmaking Gabby Williams, bringing her defensive tenacity, and the veteran presence of Tina Charles mentoring this young core. These are just a few of the names linked to Indiana, and the possibilities are endless. The Fever are not just rebuilding, they're reloading. Insert graphic, potential starting five, with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, Gabby Williams, Satou Sabally, and Aaliyah Boston. Challenges and potential, visual, clips of tough WNBA matchups and Fever highlights. Of course, building a championship roster isn't without challenges. Chemistry, injuries, and the pressure to win can test even the most talented teams. But with Clark's leadership and the Fever's young, hungry core, the pieces are there for something special. Epic montage of Fever highlights and fans celebrating. So, what's next for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever? Could we be witnessing the birth of the WNBA's next dynasty? Caitlin Clark's evolution as a star visual, a timeline of her journey from high school phenom to college sensation and WNBA star. Caitlin Clark's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. From setting scoring records in high school to her electrifying performances at Iowa, her growth as a player has been meteoric, but the WNBA is a different challenge. The league's physicality, speed, and talent pool demand another level of adaptation, and so far, Clark is exceeding all expectations. Insert stat comparison graphic. Clark's rookie season versus league averages, Indiana Fever's rebuild strategy. Visual, footage of the Fever's training camps, front office discussions, and recent draft picks. The Fever have been quietly rebuilding for years, focusing on drafting young talent and fostering a culture of growth. Their selection of Aaliyah Boston marked a turning point, signaling their commitment to building around versatile, high IQ players. The addition of Caitlin Clark amplifies their ambitions, but it's their strategic approach to free agency and trades that could truly make them contenders. Insert interviews with Fever management discussing their vision for the team. The rise of women's basketball. The WNBA is at a pivotal moment. With rising attendance, new media deals, and unprecedented fan engagement, the league is growing at an exponential rate. Players like Caitlin Clark are driving this momentum, capturing the imagination of fans worldwide. As the Fever become a focal point of this movement, they have the chance to not only win titles, but also elevate the league as a whole. Insert graphic showing WNBA viewership growth over the past 5 years. Building a championship culture. Championships aren't won on talent alone. They require a winning culture. From the dynasties of the Houston Comets to the recent dominance of the Las Vegas Aces, every great team shares a common thread: leadership, chemistry, and grit. Can Caitlin Clark and the Fever develop that championship DNA? With veterans like Kelsey Mitchell and a rising star in Aaliyah Boston, the foundation is there. Rivalries to watch as the Fever ascend. Rivalries are brewing. Imagine Clark going head-to-head with Sabrina Ionescu or Arja Wilson in a playoff series. These matchups aren't just games. They're battles for supremacy in a rapidly evolving league. Every great team needs a rival, and the Fever are poised to become one of the most exciting teams to watch. Caitlin Clark's impact isn't limited to the court. As a role model and ambassador for the sport, she's inspiring a new generation of athletes. Her authenticity and connection with fans make her a unique figure in sports today. For the Fever, having a player who resonates both on and off the court is invaluable. While the future looks bright, challenges remain. Injuries, roster chemistry, and the pressure of high expectations can derail even the most talented teams. The Fever will need to stay resilient and adaptable as they navigate these hurdles. Insert expert analysis on how the Fever can address potential weaknesses. The Indiana Fever are on the verge of something special. With Caitlin Clark leading the charge and a strong supporting cast, this team has all the makings of a contender. Could they be the next WNBA dynasty? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the journey will be unforgettable.